This is going to be my Manchester Derby predicted combined 11. So let's begin. Starting in goal, I predict that Donnarumma is going to start this match for Manchester City, and I predict that Lamens will start for Manchester United. It doesn't matter, though. I think Donnarumma is the better goalkeeper. We shift to right back, where we've got Mateus Nunes versus Lenny Yoro. For this one, I think Lenny Yoro is a better defender, so I'm going to go with him. At the center back pairing, I've got De Ligt versus John Stones. This one's a close one, but I think De Ligt is better than John Stones, so I'm going to choose De Ligt. For the other center back pairing, we've got Ruben Diaz or Luke Shaw, because Manchester United only play a back three. It doesn't matter, though. I don't rate Luke Shaw at all, or Ruben Diaz, but I still think Diaz edges Shaw just a little bit, so I'm going to choose Diaz. And then for that final back position, I'm going to put Dorgu versus Ryan Ait-Nouri. This is a close one. Take your pick. I think Ryan Ait-Nouri is a much better defender, only because Dorgu is very young. Moving on to that right-sided midfield position, we've got Amad Diallo versus Tijani Reinders. This isn't close. I think Amad Diallo deserves to be in the front, and I think Tijani Reinders is a much better midfielder compared to Diallo, so I'm going to go with Reinders. In that center defensive midfield position, we've got Rodri versus Casemiro. Again, this isn't really close. I'm going to choose Rodri over Casemiro. People who choose Casemiro have zero ball knowledge. Rounding out that midfield, we've got Bernardo Silva versus Bruno Fernandes. For once, Manchester United actually wins this one. I think Bruno Fernandes is a much better player than Bernardo Silva, even though he's in the midfield, so I'm going to go with Bruno. Now we shift into the front. On that right side, we've got Oscar Bob versus Brian Mbeumo. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Oscar Bob is a really good up-and-coming talent for Manchester City, but I think right now Brian Mbeumo's got more Premier League experience, so I'm going to go with him. On that left-hand side, we've got Mason Mount, I believe, versus Jeremy Doku. I think Doku's better than Mount. Despite Mount having a few good showings for Manchester United, I still think I'd choose Jeremy Doku over the fact that he's a pure winger. And then in that front line, we've got Benjamin Šeško versus Erling Haaland. Of course, I'm going with Erling Haaland, probably the best striker in the world. And my score prediction for this match, 2-1 to Manchester City.